Welcome to Golden Lutz. I'm Jonathan, and today I'm going to be discussing the ladies' Freeskate at Cup of China. And boy, was this the event of the year! I mean, I know the Olympics are coming up and, the Grand Prix final, but this event in the ladies' field was absolutely insane. The scores people got, and I mean, the scores people received that did not medal, that would have probably definitely medaled had they not been at this event with this super crowded field of incredible talent. So first I'm going to start out with Alina Zagitova, who we all knew was going to win, and she did, but not by a very huge margin. I mean, just about a point. And that is, I guess that's not surprising to people considering all her jumps were completed well and they were all in the second half. But she just came out of nowhere receiving all these PCS. And usually people come out and they have to work to build up their PCS. She's like, judges, give them to me right now. I need them right now. I'm just going to start out the best in the world and we're just going to go from there. But yeah, she was incredible. I don't want to be critical, but I hate the layout of the program. It's just, I think programs flow so much better when there's some jumps, and then there's some footwork, and then there's a step sequence, and then there's movements, and then there's spins, and then there's more jumps, and they're just all wound together instead of we do all the footwork, all the choreography, all the spins, except the last spin, in the first half, and every single jumping pass in the end. And it's super impressive that she can go out there and just jump after jump after jump with hands above her head and everything. It's super impressive. And I give her all the credit for that because it's amazing. But, you compare it to a performance like Wakaba Higuchi, who was sensational here. The program was sensational. The performance was sensational. The jumping was sensational. And, I feel like, I don't want to be, but I just feel like Wakaba should have won. And I know she didn't have as many jumps in the second half, and that's probably why she didn't win. And her component score was a little bit less, but I felt she performed and portrayed that program with the speed and strength. And I don't know. I'm shocked she was in second, considering she had a lead over Alina from the short, too. But, it is what it is. They're both incredible, seriously. And they both deserve to win, in my opinion. But I just thought, for me, Wakaba was incredible. And in my opinion, she's in the Grand Prix final. She has a spot on the Japanese Olympic team. How could they not give it to her at this point? Even if she kind of crashes and burns at the Grand Prix final, which I do not see happening because she's been incredible this season, but I just think she has it sewn up. And I think the other spot is, I don't even know how that's going to go. And it's going to involve a lot of politics in my mind because, everyone wants Marin Honda to go, but Mai Mihara is putting up bigger scores. I guess, we'll see what happens when Mai Mihara goes to her next Grand Prix. But I do believe for her, I think I saw this on Twitter, for her to go to the Grand Prix final, she has to win. But I believe Caitlin Osman and maybe Elena Zagitova are both at her next Grand Prix. I'm not 100%, don't quote me on that. But yeah, but they were both great. They both deserved to win. But in the bronze medal position, Elena Radionova, I'm so happy for her. She really deserved this. The jumps were there. The performance was amazing. She can take a normal, boring performance and just ooze personality and give it so much life. And I'm so happy for her because I hate that she's kind of been passed over in the Russian ladies field. And, I think it's time for her to fight for that third spot. And I think she has a great chance at getting it. All right, so Mai Mihara, I thought jump-wise was incredible. I thought performance-wise, it wasn't there compared to Marin Honda. I thought Marin Honda was incredible. And I know some of the jumps, they aren't exactly fully rotated, although I would have probably given some of them to her because the technical caller seems to be a little harsh on her, and she's kind of getting a, I don't want to say she's becoming someone who has under rotations and is always going to be looked at really carefully, but she's been dinged for under rotations in her past two events. So that's kind of worrisome, but her skating is absolutely glorious. And I totally get all the buzz about her now because she's, the skating skills, the choreography, the interpretation of the music. She just, illuminates the building when she skates, and it's incredible to watch. So I really hope she can get that spot, but I almost think she needs another year. It's just like Vincent Joe from the United States. He could be a medal contender, but he's just not there yet, and he needs another year. And, if the Olympics were in 2019, I would probably say Marin Honda could challenge, but I just don't think it's going to happen this year, which is very sad because she's such an incredible talent. But I hope she sticks it out and she doesn't, give up or fall away because she has a super bright future ahead of her, I'm sure. So then we have Gabby Daleman, 7th in the free skate, and went from 1st to 6th. I was not surprised whatsoever. I completely expected this to happen. I didn't think she would fall all the way to 7th in the free skate, but I totally get it. The jumps were good. The performance value is not up to some of the other ladies, even though she received higher PCS than Marin Honda and Mai Mihara, which I thought was maybe not quite deserved. I don't know. I mean, comparing her to Marin Honda and giving her a higher component score is just kind of shocking to me, to be honest. But, I mean, jump-wise, she's very talented, and, I mean, I can see her doing well at the Olympics. I don't know that I see her medaling, but she can do well. All right, and I also wanted to speak on Elizaveta Tuktamysheva because I was so happy for her here because she did the jumps, and technically this is the best I have seen her in years and years and years, and I just want to say props to her because to come from where she was to then where she was going, where she was, not completing clean programs whatsoever, to now be able to complete a clean program, score 129, that is a great score for her. And going out there and going for that triple axel, even though it wasn't perfect, it was a great effort, and I hope to see it clean in the future. And, the performance wasn't there, and I think that's because she was focused so much on, I'm going to be consistent, I'm going to put out a clean program, I'm going to hit the jumps, and she did. And then in the last 20 seconds, she really performed. A lot of people criticize Marin Honda from the United States that she's blank, she doesn't, interpret the music, but when she does, and she does do that, then she tenses up on the jumps and gets under rotations and is dinged for that, and then people are mad at her because of that. And then when she hits all the jumps and she's more vacant and more just focused, then people are mad about that too. And I think Elizaveta is kind of going through the same thing right now because in both these performances, I didn't feel really as connected to the music and as much of as a performance as she has done in the past. But I'm so happy for her and so proud of her, and she did a great job here. And that's really all I wanted to discuss. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Bye.